Video question number 3. Titration. This is an titration setup. Titration is a technique for finding out the volume of solution that react exactly with each other. One solution is added from breath to another solution into an Erlenmeyer flask. An indicator is usually required to determine the end point of titration. This is a summary of titration. Let's turn back to question. Sulfuric acid is titrated against 25 cubic centimeter of 0.2 mole over cubic centimeter sodium hydroxide solution. 23.20 cubic centimeter of sulfuric acid is required for neutralization, and the question: calculate the concentration of sulfuric acid. Okay, first of all, write the equation, balance the equation, then solve the question. Okay, 2 mole of sodium hydroxide react with 1 mole of sulfuric acid, and they will produce sodium sulfate plus 2 mole of water. This is our balanced equation. In step 1, work out the number of moles of sodium hydroxide, and number of moles is equals to concentration times volume of solution, and number of moles of sodium hydroxide is equals to sodium hydroxide concentration 0.2 and multiply with volume of sodium hydroxide converted as a cubic decimeter, and this one equals to 5.00 10 to the minus 3 mole. This is amount of sodium hydroxide solution. And let's look at the equation first. As you can see that we have 2 to 1 ratio between sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid solution. Okay, we have 2 to 1 ratio between sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid solution. So the amount of sulfuric acid is equals to 2.500 10 to the minus 3 mole because of that ratio. And in step 3, we need to convert number of moles to concentration, because the question said that calculate the concentration of sulfuric acids. So let's calculate the concentration of sulfuric acid. The concentration of sulfuric acid is equals to amount of sulfuric acid divided by volume of sulfuric acid. This is our amount of sulfuric acid divided by volume of sulfuric acids. And don't forget, the question said this is our volume of sulfuric acid. We need to convert cubic decimeter 10 to the minus 3 cubic decimeter. Then the concentration of sulfuric acid is equals to 1.1078 mole over cubic decimeter. This is the concentration of sulfuric acid. Don't forget, during the titration question, firstly write the equation, balance the equation, find the ratio between acid and base, then solve the question.